My God, look at that, eh? Oh, plug myself in so I got a microphone. Test, test. We're live. We're live again. Okay, folks. Wired up. Got the wide angle lens on. Look at the view behind me. See if the YouTube live notifications work. Inga, good morning. How are you, my sweet darling? Connie? Okay, notifications are working. Look at that, eh? Is that a view? Sunny day today. There'll be no clouds. So last night no cell service. I couldn't do a stream last night. The cell tower is just below or above about 2 inches above the horizon here. So, anyways, no cell service all last night. Nothing here. It says Buenos dias, Nancy. ¿Cómo está? No service on the phone all night. Even the middle at 3 p.m. there was no service. But I came out here, set the camera up, my big camera, to do just a morning video chat to recap yesterday. And I said, let's check the phone again. And boom, oh, cell service. Here we go. Did a speed test and I got 1.7 up. I can do a stream. It won't be 720p, but it's live from Venezuela. Yeah, Nancy. Okay, so let's do a morning recap live. It is amazing, isn't it, Inga, that I'm pulling this off. It blows me away. I can't believe it. Actually, I'm live. Got cafe. Took 2 attempts to make it because Abram didn't mix the coffee right the first time. It wasn't forte enough for Matt, but. So yesterday, I did some WhatsApps yesterday to show what was going on here, the food and that kind of stuff. I'm, it was like the guy changing my tires, 50 cents to rotate the tires. Unbelievable, 50 cents. Like, can you even get your head around that? To pull into a garage and they jack your vehicle up and change the tires, rotate them for 50 cents. It's just unbelievable. Got the most amazing pineapple yesterday at the food market there, the food stand. Um, the, uh, the guy only charged us 70 cents a pineapple. And the pineapples here are different than the pineapples in Kumina. They're more yellow and they're juicier and they're about the same size. Well, they're a little bit longer. They're not as short, stocky. They're longer. They're a little bit different that way, but the juicy. Oh, I couldn't believe how juicy they were, and sweet, like really, really sweet. What a difference, when you eat pineapple that's ripened, in the ground. When it's actually they cut it when it's yellow instead of green, because when they ship the stuff to Canada, they ship it rock hard. Like you get pineapple in Canada and it's like rock hard, not a lot of juice. No, we got people coming over the hill here. Everybody's waking up. The cows in the background here. He's moving his cows around. Yeah, the cows. Last night we had a bunch of cows blocking the laneway to get in here. But the fruit, unbelievable. We had a big black beans and rice and ground beef last night. We bought 3 kilograms. Well, yesterday, I don't know, I can't remember. I keep thinking, if I repeat myself, I'm sorry, folks, but if I did a WhatsApp yesterday or not, or if I even shot a video. But 6.8 kilograms of filet mignon, 6.8 kilograms, 4 of them. There was 4 full tenderloins of beef, okay? And 3 kilograms of the most lean, red ground beef, $25 US. That's like $450 worth of meat in Canada for $25. So our barbecues tonight with the filet mignon. Oh, bananas here, Eric. Someone cracks a banana here. Like if they crack a banana in the truck, the whole truck smells like a Sunday. Like the interior of the truck, it's just crazy the smell from the bananas. As soon as you crack a banana, as soon as you crack it, it's like air freshener. Banana air freshener. It's so strong here. Oh, I like bananas, but I really like pineapples. Oh, it's just different, when it's so fresh and vine ripened or ground ripened or anyways, not shipped to Canada green. No. I don't eat the stuff in Canada. I don't eat fruit in Canada. Not tropical fruit, anyways. I'll eat my apples, wild apples, but. So what else happened yesterday? Angie, the phone that I brought the last trip in October, that little 5S I had that I donated to Angie, that she just got at Christmas time, that she just got her SIM card last week or 2 weeks ago because she couldn't afford the $5 for the SIM card. She locked herself out of the phone. And I spent about an hour and a half yesterday on the internet with the old phone trying to figure out how to unlock the phone because it was deactivated. And it turns out Apple, unless you got a computer with iTunes installed on it, you can't unlock your phone. So, but there was a guy in Bogano that did it, or is going to do it. But he couldn't do it yesterday because the internet was so bad yesterday afternoon for him, which was strange because I had really good internet at points of the day. Anyways, he's going to fix it overnight, $5 to unlock the phone for her. And then I'm going to show her how to do it. She said, I said, did you forget your password? Because like, did you? And she's no, well, no. It just she just came up with a bunch of stuff she didn't know, and it turned out the cause of the deactivation was she forgot her password, her 6-digit code. That's the thing. You give them really updated technology, and because they just they just don't know, they're peasants, and they just don't understand. You know, they're peasants. Sad. Isn't sad but happy. They're nice people, really nice, really, really nice people. So helpful, and you know, and life's given them a shitty deal. That's we complain back in our lives, in Western society. You have no idea. They I wouldn't. 95% of Westerners couldn't do this, live this way. It would be too much for them. They'd crack, get violent. Well, so I guess this is the Duck Adventure Coffee Stream. Um, what else happened yesterday? Came back here, got some cervezas happening. Only drank about maybe 6 the whole night. Didn't drink a lot. Couldn't sit in the sun. I pulled a picnic table out from the shade because it was cool in the shade, and I lasted maybe 2 minutes. And I felt the top of my head and I went, okay, too hot, pull the table back. So then we had the table back, so just my legs were exposed to the sun. But that sun was moving in the sky, and we kept having to pull the table back because it was too much on the head, too much. It was crazy. It's crazy here because it's so cool. Like it's so cool, but the sun is like radioactive. It's nuts. I don't think it's hotter than Kumina because 10,000 feet elevation, 3,000 meters. I don't think it makes that much difference on the strength of the sun. Anyways, it's crazy. It's hard to fathom. You're in a fleece, and the sun is dangerous. Think about that. You have to wear a fleece because you're cool, but the sun's dangerous. It's bizarre actually. Think about it. Um, Now, as far as I saw a question about Angie and our investment, the Duck Adventure the Duck Adventure investment. I can't even speak here. Investment. We had a meeting last night with Angie, and I wanted to qualify this because I didn't want to just give her the money without making absolute sure that she is committed to this. Okay. So I had my translator, Caesar, and I and the three of us, and we just sat there and talked, and because I wanted to get an idea what her original idea. An original idea. The reason she only asked for $200 is because everybody told her you got to start your business small and work your way up. And her idea, her and her sister-in-law's idea, was to do a vegetable stand, just a little vegetable stand in Moquet, which is about 5 minutes, not even 4 or 5 minute drive from Santa Cruz. Okay, because they say we couldn't get beer last night. They said we have to go to Muscat. I said, how far was that? Oh, 10 minute drive. And it turned out like 3 minutes later we're pulling into a store. I said, well, that's like a 3 minute drive. But anyways, uh, so I said, and I remember when she asked me the $200, I said, that's a business plan doomed to fail. So I didn't want to, partake in a doomed to fail plan. So I asked the Duck Adventure, to help me out here, come up with more payola to help Angie, and we got it together, the $1,102, which here $1,102 is enough money to start a franchise, of a McDonald's almost, But anyways, I didn't want to just give her $1,102. I want to make sure, that she's committed to what she wants to do, because I told her, if you make me look like a fool by, doing nothing with this money, well, I told her we can't be friends anymore, and that there's a lot of pressure that, we want to help other Venezuelans start little businesses. She could ruin it for everybody else. Put lots of pressure on her, put it that way. Lots of pressure. Put the screws right to her, actually. So the little fruit stand, she doesn't like the little fruit stand idea, but it was yet she knew she had to start small, but she would do the little vegetable stand. But she didn't want to do it. But she said she would start small and build her business up. So I never told her the amount yesterday, but I had a real, like, cause she really would rather prefer to have a real store selling stuff that, fruit, vegetables, diapers, formula, stuff that's hard to get here. As you saw diapers yesterday, washing disposable diapers, folks. That's poor. And it's not only because they're poor, it's because you can't get them. You go into the stores and it's like there's barely anything available. So anyways, she really would like a store. I said, okay, I just want to make sure, like you're committed to this store idea. And I said, don't get any ideas, like if you get the money and then everybody tells you, oh, you need a new bed. Oh, you need this for your house or that for your house. I said, this is business. I don't care what you do with the profit, but you better invest the money in your business, because I want to come back here and see a store, an operating store with inventory. And she says, oh yeah, I don't want to do the fruit stand, and I'm not going to buy a bed. And okay, I just want to make sure. So I said, and is your sister-in-law the same, committed to the same degree? And, oh yeah, her sister-in-law works at another business as an employee, and she's the one who originally had the idea and has been talking to Angie about it. So it's actually her sister's-in-law's idea, and it's a little. She's a little more business oriented, but Angie's a little more management. She was talking about she went to school, and in school she did management and clerical and math and all that. That's like all the things she specialized in school. So she's really, I guess you could say, detail oriented on keeping track of things is what her forte is. Uh, so, I qualified that. So she's going to call Yanni today to confirm tomorrow for our meeting, and then we're going to do a meeting. You know, which, if I have cell service, I might do a cell. I might do a live stream of giving her the money if I have cell service. But for some reason, I don't know why, but it's the middle of the day, the cell goes out here. I don't know what's going on. Like right now, I got perfect cell. Like we're doing this live stream and it's working, but during the day, just forget it. So, what else? So that's tomorrow. Festivities is Angie, and it would be cool to do it live. But I think I would do live plus do a hard copy with the big camera. We'll see how it goes. But it would be cool to if I could share her reaction live. No editing, no nothing. Just, what with the expression on these young women's face when they open up and they see $1,102. Like, that's a lot of money here, folks. Lot of money. Yeah, like, put it this way, 50 cents to rotate tires. 50 cents to rotate tires. So, what what does $1,100 get you? Like yesterday, all that beef I bought, $25. Like I wouldn't doubt the beef shop in Boconó, and it was a full-blown beef shop. I wouldn't doubt it didn't even have $500 worth of beef, maybe $700 worth of beef in the whole place. Oh, we got the little goat coming up. Buenos dias. I'm gonna get more cafe. Mais café, por favor? Please? Por favor? He won't get it for me. He's like shaking his head no. Here, I'll hold your goat. Give me the goat. Come on. Here, I'm gonna hold the goat. He's gonna go get me more coffee. Mais café, por favor. Mucho gracias. He's gone to get me. Good little guy, eh? Here, I got the goat. I got the rope for the goat. Say here, goat. No problema, no problema. Mais café. All right. Oh, he wants to follow the goat. Wants to go with the kid. All right. Hang on, little goat. Here. Yeah, I know. You can hear the goat. Eh? Goat's right here, folks. Can I do this with the camera? Hang on. No, the goat wants to follow the little boy. Okay. See, well, there's the goat. You can see the goat. I got a goat for sure. I'm not lying to you. Okay, there's the goat. All right, so everybody knows that I'm not lying. All right. So you can say, oh, he's just bullying us, There's no little boy getting him a coffee and there's no goat. But the goat's definitely attached to him, like it's like a pet. Yeah. He's just sticking right with him. Mucho gracias. Oh, thank you so much. I got more coffee. Look at this. Ah, that's good, eh? Didn't have to cut the stream off to get more cafe. All right. So, what else happened here yesterday? Everything took so long yesterday. It was like, by the time we got back here, it was like, well, I said to Caesar, because he said, what's your plans? And I said, we don't make plans here. We just try to accomplish little things. And the time we got the tire done, and then Gerardo's truck wouldn't start, and I had to give him a boost. And then we had to get the cell phone, pick up the beef, got back here. It was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Time means nothing here, It's don't have a big to-do list if it involves other people. If you're working by yourself, you can make yourself a big list. But if it involves going anywhere or doing anything with anybody else, it's like, allow lots of time. No, George, this is Gerardo's coffee right from the mountain. I'm getting 4 kilos to bring back to Canada. So, well, the traffic jams, it's the roads are pretty freaking narrow, Susie, and it's not fast traffic. It's not fast. It's not fast at all. It's windy, twisty, and it's rough here. The roads are rough here in the mountains. Lots of potholes, lots of washout, lots of speed bumps, lots of 3 vehicle wide, but the road's only 2 vehicle wide stuff, and the edge has no railing, type stuff. You know, it's not what you think. It's not fast. Oh, yeah, this is Dougie's shirt. It's t-shirt lined here. Regular shirts are too cool. It's not. Uh, but if you get to the cities, they got traffic jams. Nobody's in a hurry. It's just that you just accept it. The little toots all the time behind you. Doot 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 doot. When you're stop and talk to people. They love stopping in the middle of the road and just talking to people and holding up the traffic, and they just don't care about everybody behind them. It's like, oh, and then you hear the toots, toot 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 toot. It's like, stop your conversation, let us by. But cell phone, I've been doing it on my dash, and the big camera when I'm driving, I'm trying to pay attention. Oh, here, there was a big long chat there. How much money I could save, folks. You don't. there's no like everybody says, you know, about saving money and doing things here. You don't do anything yourself. Like I honestly, folks, there's not much I'm going to be doing here, like as far as like compared to Canada, because you know it's so cheap. Like you know, a thing of coffee, $11, you know, tub, 800 grams of coffee in Canada. You know, here at $11 would buy a year's worth of coffee. You know, you know, like think about that. Like, you know, so like my you know 3 week coffee bill in Canada would be a year here paying, you know, Gerardo, here's $11. Give me a year's worth of coffee. Why would I do anything? You know, it's like that's the thing about this place. It's like it's so ridiculously cheap that it's like why you know would you do anything like that? You know, Nancy, what's stopping you? If you've always dreamed about it, like what's stopping you? It's like I dreamt about it for 29 years, since 1991, you know? And, you know, it's, and I'm going to do it. I've had enough of just dreaming about it. And it's time to do it. The universe certainly seems to be making it happen here for me. Well, I'm making it happen, but the universe is giving me all the right pieces to make it happen. It certainly is. I'm telling you, everything's coming together. And it's the perfect time to sell my farm in Canada. Like, perfect time. Right now in Canada, the prices are at the peak. Nowhere, they have nowhere to go but down from right now where they are in Canada. So now's the time to get out. But Nancy, you know, I can understand the family and kids thing, but you're gonna be, you know, laying on your deathbed going, you know, regret. Why didn't I follow my dream? You know, that's the biggest thing about people. I've talked to old people, you know, and they like really old people, and they always say is regret is not doing their dreams. You know, I'm not gonna do that. If I'm gonna do, I might fail. Yeah, I might be coming back to Canada, and you know, uh, and you know, maybe I'll come back totally, you know, flat broke and on my verge of dying. But at least I gave it a try. You know, I'm gonna try. That's all I can do. But I don't think it's gonna. I think I have positive thoughts. Is that scenery? Is that pretty wild, eh? Is that pretty cool? Like, look at that, folks. I got the wide angle lens on the cell phone this morning, and I'm standing on a different part of the farm. As you can tell, the background is not the same as yesterday's background. But, but I'm okay. We're back. Okay. All right, we're back. Now we had an internet drop here. The internet dropped, but I'm live again. Yeah. So my goal is to set myself up and to help people come down. Because this is what this place needs. It needs money. It needs people to come here with cash, dollars, dollar bills. And then if you're smart, come with lots of $1 bills. 10,000 of them. Don't screw with $100 bills. Just bring a lot of ones. Ones is what you want here. $1 bills is the key. That's the hot commodity here. Not big bills. Big bills are a pain, real pain. Fives are not bad. 20s are so-so. But as soon as you get in the 50s and the hundreds, it's like, it's difficult. But if you're buying property, $100 bills. That works just fine. But for day-to-day living, the ultimate is $1 bills. Lots of them. You can feel rich with big wad of ones. Well, many wads of ones for 10,000, but anyways. It'd be a suitcase of bills, wouldn't it? It was like $1 bills. Um, your carry-on, the whole bag, $1 bills. Anyways, yeah. So that's what I want to help people because like I got all these contacts, you know. So, well, how I'm running out of money? Well, I just, if you plan ahead, you won't run out. You know, just plan ahead. You know, there's ways. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, but Bitcoin's a pain right now because everybody's charging a surcharge to cash it. They're charging. So like, let's an example. Like if Bitcoin's 10,000, the most you're going to get for it is 8, because nobody wants to give up their cash. So you have to take a 20% cut. Same with gold and silver. If you bring gold and silver in and then you want to sell it, you only get 80% of spot, because nobody wants to give up their cash right now, because they think cash is gold. They think cash is it, you know. But the little boy, I wish I could get his name. His name, Gerard Ange, or some two-part name, anyways. But the little goat's up on the hill crying. It's like, oh, you left me on the hill to eat. You can probably hear in the background. So, but there's ways to transfer money. There's a company called Zoom, which is part of PayPal, and which I have to apply in Colombia to get a visa, so I can open a bank account in Colombia, because then I can transfer money to Colombia if I have to, through PayPal. So, worst case scenario. But if I think ahead, if I can plan ahead, you know, plus here's another thing, okay, is because I have contacts now, it's not illegal to bring more money in, okay? You just gotta declare it, all right? And that's the thing, is declaring the money. Like you can bring in a half a million, $1 million. You wanna bring in $1 million cash, you can bring $1 million cash in the country. The thing is security when you get here. But I have contacts now of people you can trust, police officers that will work after hours, or they'll take time off of work to come and do a project, a mission, an assignment, and you can have armed guards waiting for you at the airport to take you wherever you want with your money. So I'm not worried. I got making so many friends here, and they're really nice people. Like I got Chino, who was my driver when he brought my truck to Valencia, that drove us back to Cumana, and I have Hector, and both of them are police officers, and they both have their license to, they have guns, and they'll gladly for a small fee, and I'm talking small in the big picture here, meet you at the airport with your cash and escort you wherever you want to go, so there's no problems. And so that is the thing, because you can declare, you just sign it in. Yep, I'm bringing 50,000 cash into the country, because you want to buy, your truck, your house, and you want to have some money here, and you just have Hector and Chino waiting for you, and with their Glocks, and you declare your money, and if there happens to be criminal elements at the airport waiting outside, they will have to dodge a whole bunch of 9mm before they get to you. So it's all taken care of. I got it all figured out, folks. It's coming together. But the thing is that knowing these people is the key, and knowing people you can trust, and like Hector, he is the bodyguard for the vice governor of Sucre State, which is what Abram used to be. So like, he's a trustworthy guy. He's not gonna, set you up to steal your money, because he has credibility, and he doesn't want to lose his credibility, So I have these people that I know that I'm meeting, and they're all friendly, really nice people, Unless this is a big long a big giant plan to set me up, and this is, there's like a whole to set this guy up over a year period, get him to trust us, and then we'll steal all his money. I don't think it's that, but I truly believe they're sincere, totally sincere. So that's so I'm not worried. I've got a plan, and these are connections that I can share, because if you're, think about it, like I know myself, like, a year ago, I was sitting in Canada and I was trying to figure out all this stuff, and it was like, how do you do it? Like, how do you, a grift, I think it's called a grift, not a con job, it's a grift, but it ain't a grift. There's nothing like that happening. But like, how do you set it up so that you're sitting at home on your computer, you're in Germany or, in Canada or United States, and you're like, how do I do this? Like, how do you trust anything, Like, and it's like, that's what I want to become, is like that connection and help people. Because I, I'm doing it to help the locals here, because if you bring a bunch of money here and you spend it, and as I showed you yesterday, there's food everywhere. Like, there's food everywhere, but nobody's got any money. So they need to make money, so they can buy food. That's the problem here. They have no money to buy food. So, so you have a whole bunch of tourists coming here, overpaying for everything, helping. And the overpaying is a joke. Like yesterday, the guy wanted 50 cents to change my tires. I gave him $1. It's like, here's $1. And then he's like, oh, I have no change. I can't give you change. I'm like, don't worry about the change, man. It's like $1 to change my tires, and I don't have to get dirty. Like, you think about it. No. So they just need a whole bunch of gringos showing up here with cash, and that really helps them. And you get to have a really cheap holiday. You rent a beach house. If you want to do long term, you can rent a beach house for, you know, you'd be hard pressed to spend $200 a month to rent a beach house here, you know. And if you know people and get to contacts and cut special deals like I'm cutting, you know, uh, you know, I'm getting crazy deal on my place. Like I secured it for $50 a month. But I'm also like, I'm in the process of buying up. I'm going to try to buy up the whole complex too. But I plan on owning many properties in Encendo, Hondo. Trust me, because it's just so cheap. Maybe I'll rent you some places to stay. You know, but here, Susie said something I missed. What did Susie said? That's great, man. Your best protection might be us. The international vodka witness adventure. Uh, I'm not worried about protection. Witnesses. It's like, I'll help you come here. I just want you to. I'd rather bring you here and let you loose and let you be free and do whatever you want to do, instead of hanging around. I don't want to hang around with you. Sorry. I want you to go and explore what I've explored. Because if you hang around with, it's like people when they go on holidays and they take all their friends with them, and it's like they never get to experience the culture because they literally bring their whole friend with them, their whole group of friends, I should say, you know, and then they never get to experience what it's really like. You know what I mean? Like that's why when I travel, I try never to be around Westerners. I want to be with the locals. I want to see what it's like. My head's itchy here. I got dry skin. I gave my this way here. No, we got. Oh, I know you're coming, Susie. I know you will. I can tell. You've been barking those. I'm coming for a long time. As far as contacts are concerned, here, let me just look here. This way. Who found the beach house? I found it. I found it by being here on the ground, walking around. That's how you do things here. Oh, I got that sun right in my face now. It's coming over the mountain. The sun's coming right over the mountain, hitting me here. I wish I had my hat right now, but they don't have email. Email doesn't work. Oh. No, I know you're going to go explore yourself, Susie. I know you're going to go venture yourself. I know that for sure. I know the kind of personality you want to check the place out just as bad as I do. So itchy. Hey, what's going on? Okay, I'm back. Okay. Oh man, I gave my sunblock away in Kumina, and I wish I had some right now just to rub on my head. It's so itchy. Oh, I hate that. Anyways, and then if you have a business visa, which allows you to buy property, you can stay here for 1 year. And then there's the investment visa, which allows you to get an ID so you can open a bank account. And these are all easy. They're not hard visas to get. They're not. They're just, you got to just, cross your T's, dot your I's, do the paperwork. And then once you get down here, yeah, I brought a hat. It's in the house. You need contacts, and that's where I come in with all the people I'm meeting. My lawyer, who will take care of absolutely everything for you. like everything. You just sit back, throw $100 bills at her, and not many of them either, about four. Your problems are solved. You got your house, you got your truck, and you got all your documents for $400. Like, you know what I mean? It's like crazy. The only problem with the U.S. citizen is trying to deal with the embassy because the U.S. has closed the embassy in Washington. And the embassy that's functioning in Washington is the Guaido government, which has no connections in Caracas at all. So you might have to go through Cuba, to the embassy in Cuba to get your documents, or the embassy in Canada. But I just found out this week that there's a big controversy in Canada that they blocked the president, the vice president, from going to Canada because Guaido's having a meeting with Trudeau, the turncoat, uh, and uh, Trudeau acknowledges Guaido as the government here, but Guaido has no contact with Caracas. So, and Caracas runs the show. It's a mess, folks, and it's all international crap, and it's like, you know, the Canadian government is just as bad as the U.S. government when it comes to this country because we're in bed with Cuba, which is a complete dictatorship, and here it's a democracy. The people voted for this guy. It's like, but because there's a lot of people don't realize this, but there was a, I forget the name of the gold company. I think it's Barrick Gold, and they sued the Venezuelan government for $1.5 billion. Well, they got a settlement for $1.5 billion, and plus I think Petro-Canada is involved here with another lawsuit, and they've lobbied our government to put the screws to Venezuela. Like the reason Canada is on board with the U.S. here on the sanctions against Venezuela is because of the oil and the gold judgments that the Canadian companies got, against the Venezuelan government in the international court. So, which because I can never figure out, like, why are we in bed with the sanctions against the country when we like we allow investment, in Cuba. Like it makes no sense. But then I got educated on it, that it's the oil and the gas international settlements or the international judgments that were given to these two Canadian companies, and they've lobbied the government. So that's why the Canadian government is like on board with screwing this country. It's all about the corporations own the world. You know that, eh? It's like they own everything. It's sickening, actually. If there's ever a revolution, there's two things that need to be done. Three things: government, bankers, and corporations all need to be hung from lampposts. We're not free, anyways. So that's why. So right now it's a mess. It's a total mess. Everybody's freaking out. Because I was talking to the embassy, and they're all freaking out. Everything. It's just a bad situation. But getting documents here, like there's Trinidad and Tobago, you can get and you can get a visa really fast, folks. It's not like if you contact these people ahead of time and get all the documents and everything ready, like they can issue a visa in one afternoon. It doesn't take weeks. It's just that you need to have everything in order. Like if you got all your documentation, and this is where I can also help too, because I got connections in the government to make this happen. Is you get your documents, and then you fill them all out, and then you show up at Trinidad and Tobago or Cuba or and with all your paperwork, like within 2 hours. If the computers are up and running, they can issue a visa, laminate it into your passport, and you're good to go for a year. It's not like like some countries where it can take weeks to get a visa. They're pretty fast on issuing the visas. Like I've never had one take long. The only time I ever had delay getting a visa is when the servers went down to Caracas, and I had to wait. But if the servers were working in Caracas, it was like boom, visa was issued while I was waiting in the embassy. So, so it's not impossible. And one of my concerns was I asked them. I said, what happens if they close the embassy and kick everybody out? How do I get my visas renewed? And they explained to me that I could go through Trinidad and Tobago or Cuba, and they could get my visa extended and reissued for another year, no problem. And to fly from Cumana to Trinidad and Tobago is a 25-minute flight. And then you spend the day there, get your visa reissued, and come back to the country. So it's like a $400 round trip. So it's not the end of the world. I researched that one because I didn't want to get down here and a year later find out that I got to leave the country because my visa's expired, and how how do I get it renewed? Because we don't know how long this crazy political thing's going to go on. Because here's the thing, folks, this year's the election here this year, and what happens if Maduro gets reelected? These sanctions and this political turmoil is going to continue. So, because Western government is not going to care, if well, they'll excuse saying that it's all rigged. I know they will. Even if the guy wins again, they're going to say that the elections are illegitimate again, and they're going to go on and on and on. And I know I've been talking to people in the government, and they said that the government's already invited the UN, the Carter Foundation, and one other foundation to observe the elections, and they're waiting to get replies back because they want the elections observed to prove that they're legitimate. But for some reason, nobody wants to come here and observe them. Oh. It's so many twisted lies on the media to what it's really like here. We're not being told the truth, folks, put it that way. And the people suffer. It's the people, the people. It's so sad, but, that's the deal. And the sun is just starting to come out. It's blinding, as you can tell. Standing here doing a live stream with my hand over my face. I should have had a hat. So, what else? More truth from Venezuela live. Oh yeah, the geotag worked this morning. I couldn't believe that. I was setting the stream up. There was a geotag on here that said I forget the name of the national park that I'm close to. Where yesterday the geotag didn't work. So it's actually showing a national park that I'm live from. I forget that it started with a G. Maybe somebody there could tell me what it was because I can't remember. But and YouTube right now says I got 279 thumbs up and only 4 people here. Gotta love YouTube. Inspiration, eh? But I know there's more than 4. Oh, dropped down to 3. Only got 3 people here right now. I wonder why YouTube does that. It picks up on my other live streams. The ducks, what's happening. I should have had a hat this morning. I'm facing the wrong direction. We're at 40. Yeah, YouTube's not doing much on the notifications, eh? Doug, after Doug, when I sell the farm and come here, Doug's coming. That's when Doug. That's when it's happening, and we're going to fly through Caracas, because there's no. It's a direct. It's almost direct. There's like a 40 or 50-minute layover in Panama, because it's like Toronto, Panama, Caracas, all in the same day. So that's the plan, and then I'll land in Caracas with the dog. And probably a suitcase of money. And to start my life here, because I have to stay in the country a minimum of 180 days non-stop so that I can apply for a resident visa, because I want to get the residence visa just to get rid of the business and the investment stuff, and then it's 3 years of residence visa, and then I can apply for citizenship and get a passport. Am I going to stay in Canada until the farm is sold? Yeah, I have to, Lynn. Got to take care of everything there. Can't sell it if I'm not there. And you can't abandon it and leave it, My house, the house, it's. I have to go to the bathroom too, Susie. Like 2 coffees, the caffeine's doing it to me. I need to go. I need to sit on the throne. So if I go in the there right now, you're gonna wait. I'm gonna get my hat and go to the bathroom. So no. Plus, we've already done 45 minutes. You can't have me here all day. I gotta go and do my Venezuelan adventure here. No, but look at that for a view, eh? I'll give you a view without me in it. Look at that. My God, it's beautiful. But I'm gonna, mental note, don't face this direction in the morning if I'm going to do a live stream this long. Well, by the way, folks, what is the resolution? Is it 480p this morning? Is it saying on my the connection? Because I don't know. YouTube doesn't tell me that part. Yesterday, also my live stream, when I ended it, it says that that there was a grand total during the whole live stream of 341. YouTube doesn't like me. It doesn't do what you call it, notifications. I don't know what it is. We never seem to get in the recommendation. Oh, good morning, Stephanie. Inga's got 720, but Stephanie's got 480. Stephanie, you just pop out of the blue. Are you like just about to go to school? So we got 720. Well, I knew when I saw that, I knew that a minimum of 4 up to do 1080p. But I know you can get away. It's 25% of the bandwidth for 720. It doesn't take as much bandwidth. I know that from my live streaming experience in Canada. So, my God, my top of my head, folks, it is so itchy. It's crazy. It's driving me. As you can tell, I'm just scratching. I feel like I got fleas, and I don't. It's dry skin. I think I got a little bit of a sunburn when I was in Kuna. Just very, very little, just from walking from one place to another. I'm gonna look for some kind of oil today, Susie. I can't handle it much more when I'm. I think today. I don't think we're gonna be near any stores. I'm trying to think. So I'm going to a campground today to look at a campground for camping in the mountains. Is what I'm doing. Because there's a big campground close here that's closed now. And actually, when I go there, I had the website, and the website has wicked pictures of this campground, and like really beautiful place. But it's closed. It's been closed for 4 years, 4 or 5 years. It's been closed because even the Venezuelans aren't doing any camping or tours, stuff like that. Uh, um, so I'm going there to see what it looks like, because it was pretty gorgeous in the pictures. So I'm gonna find something. Coconut oil, I should be able to find something like that here. I gotta get something. I wish I wouldn't have given my sunblock away, because I gave it away thinking that, oh, I'm going to the mountains, I don't need it. With just a little dab of sunblock on top of my head would be so good right now. It's like, but it isn't sunburnt. Like I've looked, like look at the top of my head, it's not burnt, but it's dry skin. But I know there's coconut oil here somewhere. Angie might even have something for the baby, who knows. But I gotta turn my around, folks. We'll look at the mountains together, you know. But oh, weird. I can't look at the mountains, and I got to talk to you. So what else? Nothing else. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna go in the stream. I'm gonna find coconut butter, cocoa butter. I'm gonna find something. I might even just be putting margarine on my head if worst case is worse. Because I know there's margarine in the house. I might do that. Butter my head. No. Everybody's waiting for me here. They're eating my pineapple on me right now, though. I'm gonna go start my day. I gotta find something. My God, it's so itchy. Dry skin. Oh yeah, dandruff. I just see little flicks of dandruff, dry skin falling off my head. Oh. Anyways, I'm gonna go, and thanks for joining me on the live stream this morning. And if I can do one again tomorrow morning, I will, of course. But like I said, I originally came out here with the big camera, and then all of a sudden, boom! I had service. Oh, I can do a live stream. This is pretty cool. I like to do a live stream here in the middle of nowhere like this. It's well, I have a better internet connection here than I do in Boconó. That's how crazy the world is right now as far as technology is concerned. So I'm gonna say goodbye. Thanks for joining me, and maybe I can do more chat tomorrow, and I'll do WhatsApp. If I have the WhatsApp happening here, the action, I'll send you. And if you haven't joined the WhatsApp group, you're missing a hell of a good show, because I'm doing little bits of WhatsApp here and there. Whenever I have a connection, I do something. So just to give you, so you can see in almost real time what I'm doing down here. Giving you the complete social media experience from a remote part of the world. You know, think about it, how many YouTubers do that, eh? I think I'm first. I know I'm the first in Venezuela to be pulling this one off. We just get YouTube to acknowledge. But the problem is I'm just too much good news, you know? I'm not doing negative stuff. If I was doing negative, maybe I could, if I was doing negative stuff, maybe then I could trend. Anyways, have a good day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. If I have cell service.